This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
Jarrett Stidham clearly, mentally, was not impressive in those meetings. You can't do anything virtually in meetings, physically, right? Virtually, you can't go out there and run around and throw the ball. But the mental test that Josh McDaniels must have been putting him through on a consistent basis, he must not have been doing a great job overall. Because physically, you already know what you knew about him now, a month ago, 3 months ago, 5 months ago, 6 months ago. Because you saw him play already. You practiced him. He was on your team the whole year. He played towards the end and threw a pick six. You know everything about Jarrett Stidham. You watched him. So the only thing you've watched since is virtual. And so Stidham obviously was not impressive. Now, Julian Edelman's 34 years old. Okay, and he's had a great career, but that's what you're counting on. Mohamed Sanu, nice possession guy. Marquise Lee, Jeff Thomas, and N'Keal Henry, their first-round pick. Seriously, that's your receiving core? Again, we do our homework here, okay? You know, the Patriots, since 2000, since Belichick's been there, N'Keal Henry, right? They tell, he's big, he's physical. He was injured last year. He was out, didn't do much. No, but they can't wait to get him back. Let's go over the history for the Patriots and Bill Belichick. Are you ready? 2002 second-round pick, Deion Branch. Impressive? I know he won MVP in a Super Bowl. That's because Tom Brady carried his ass. But he did nothing in his career. Went to Seattle, was a bust, came back, caught a couple passes for the Patriots. Never worth a second-round pick. Bethel Johnson, a second-round pick in 2003. How'd that work out? Second-round pick, Chad Jackson out of Florida, 2006. How'd that work out? Third-round pick, Brandon Tate out of North Carolina, 2009. How'd that work out? Third-round pick, Taylor Price, 2010. Adam Dobson, second-round pick, 2013. And now N'Keal Henry in the first round. Bill Belichick can't hit on a receiver if his life depended on it in the draft. Don't tell me N'Keal Henry's going to be successful when I've watched what you've done. See, again, lazy people lean on the 6 titles. Lazy people lean on, he's the greatest of all time. And it's Tom Brady that lifted them to where they're at. Yes, he's a great coach and all of that. But if you look at the meat of the matter, now that he doesn't have the Hall of Famer to make up for all the crap, you're going to have to play with Shea Caldwell this year. No problem, Tom Brady. That'll be a problem for almost everybody else. Okay? When Montana won it the first time around, not everybody's going to win it with Freddie Solomon and Greg Cooper. You understand? Not everybody's going to win that first championship with Corey Dillon and Troy Brown and Jermaine Wiggins as your tight end, but Tom Brady will. And then you give him midget receivers, and all he can do is throw the running backs out of the backfield, and it's Tom Brady. Nobody else does that. Nobody does that. Only Tom Brady. But that's what people don't want to keep giving credit to, because you want to give it to him. And then everybody talked about his big, bad defense last year, and it wasn't big and bad. It was bad because Fitzpatrick sliced it up, and the boys won. And they did nothing in the playoffs and got embarrassed. And they lost from that defense, barely added anything in free agency. And now you're going to tell me Jarrett Stidham, Cam Newton, and N'Keal Henry are your saviors? Get the hell out of here. Think for yourselves. I'm not done. Outside of Tom Brady. Are you ready? 2002, Rohan Davey. Love the kid. Miami Lakes kid, LSU. Phenomenal young man. Wasn't a quarterback in the NFL. 2003, the head coach of the Arizona Cardinals, Cliff Kingsbury in the 6th round. 2005, Matt Castle in the 7th round. I know they won that 1 year. Go back and listen to the show. I broke down that roster of 2008. Go look at that roster of the Patriots. It's a super talented roster. Nothing like what they have now. And Matt Castle then proved that he was just Matt Castle. Kevin O'Connell, third-round pick. Zach Robinson, Kevin O'Connell's 2008. 2010, Zach Robinson, seventh round. 2011, Ryan Mallett, third round. 2014, Garoppolo, second round. 2016, Jacoby Brissett, third round. 2018, Danny Etlins, seventh round. And now Jarrett Stidham in 2019, the fourth round. So, how's that out? If we take Tom Brady out, how's the history of all those quarterbacks? How's the history of all those wide receivers? I mean, in 20 years, you hit on one guy that's the greatest of all time. And you kind of hit on him because he was at the end of the draft. That's when you're taking guys like, yeah, well, you know what, we'll take an extra arm in camp. Take that Tom Brady kid. Oh, wow, look, he turned out to be the greatest. You're not taking anybody in the 6th, 7th round with the kind of conviction like, hey, that guy's going to be our starter. That guy's going to win 6 titles for us. No. You take the guy in the 1st round and you say, that guy's going to win 6 titles for us. You don't even take the guy in the 2nd round. What did I start the conversation with? 2nd round on, it's a project. That's how I look at him. Like, okay, I start looking at a couple guys that I target as projects. This year I targeted like 4 guys. Because they got the skill set, but, they're probably going to fail. But, okay. There's got to be, because once in a while they'll make it. So it's this panic mode that sets in. I laugh at it. Because if you are just objective and you sit back and you look at what's going on and you're watching the deterioration of the Patriots is what you're watching. You're watching a coach that is believing more in his ego than in the talent, actually. And the guy that elevated everybody is gone. When you don't have Tom Brady anymore, it just changes the entire attitude of your team. Even the year that Matt Castle had to fill in, those guys like elevated their play and said, we got to make up for the quarterback, and Brady's gone, but he'll be back. And that keeps you motivated because you'll be back next year, and Brady will be back, and so it'll keep you going. But if you had to do it with Matt Castle every year, that would wear you down. Because that's not the answer. And that's why I laugh when people are freaking out about this. But if you really look at what Cam Newton is and what he's been, this is not the guy that fits anything he does. And when he is so used to accuracy and precision, you're not going to get that from Cam. That's not who he is. He's never been that guy. He's not there to take 3 steps back. Boom. No. It's 5 or 7. Scan. Look around. Scramble. Run. That's not going to fly, man. That's not going to fly.